So Call of Duty just can't catch a break right now. You know, in the past few weeks we've had the whole like cheater incident going on right now about 2 weeks ago, where so many fans and creators alike was mad that there were so many cheaters in the game. They were running rampant, whether it be through just like straight PC hacking and stuff like that, or actually like uses of Chronos Maxes and Chronos Zens. Needless to say, a lot of the Call of Duty fans was, you know, pissed either way. Now, like all Call of Duty fans do, we are now shifting our focus to a whole different problem now, aside from the cheaters now, and that's going to be the sweat lobbies right now. People are quitting in droves right now when they play Black Ops 6, and what I mean by that is there'll be 3 people leave out of each lobby at one exact time. Like, this isn't an isolated incident. A lot of players are just getting straight up upset at this game and not enjoying playing it anymore. There's so many sweat lobbies now. There's so many, like, the skill-based matchmaking is the biggest problem with this whole game series right now. It's been a problem for a few years, but it feels like every Call of Duty game that comes out, it seems to get worse and worse. And then, at the same time, I feel like the players voice their opinions more and more, and it just never gets heard from Call of Duty. And Treyarch is usually the ones that, like, actually bring it home whenever it comes to, like, giving us, you know, content updates and actually trying to fix issues in their game. Like, Sledgehammer's pretty good, you know, Infinity Ward's awful, like, but Sledgehammer is usually pretty decent at it, and honestly, Treyarch is obviously the best when it comes to actually communicating with the fans and actually, you know, providing patches and updates that we actually need. If you guys like Call of Duty news and news about the gaming industry as a whole, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you'd like to, be so kind, give us a like. Thank you. Now let's get back to the video. So covering this whole like cheater thing that happened recently a few weeks ago, it's honestly really sad because, you know, the Call of Duty cheating team or whatever came out and said recently they were very like sorry to see that by the time Season 1 launched in Black Ops 6 that the Ricochet anti-cheat wasn't exactly up to par or what they anticipated to be doing. And, you know, it's really sad because I think us as players and fans have been saying for years that Ricochet anti-cheat does not do enough. That's why there's been so many cheaters in the COD games recently. And it's honestly sad because now the ranked game mode is just getting a whole negative feedback right now in Call of Duty. And the reason why is because there's people just cheating and obviously using Chronos and PC hacks, and people are just winning and pretty much dominating the ranked mode right now. Like, it's not even fun. And at this point, people are just leaving the games, and like I mean like 6 or like 7 people at a time just leaving, like entire lobbies leaving, including the game, which is just like not a good look. Not a good look for a game this new. All the cheating is leading to a lot of players just simply turning off their crossplay and refusing to play with PC players in general, and honestly, this wouldn't be the first time that I've seen people do this, and it definitely would not be the first time that I've also not, you know, stepped foot in that category and did the same thing. There's been multiple games that came out recently that it feels like the PC players have an unfair advantage, and I do have a gaming PC. I have a pretty nice one actually that I love to play on, I enjoy it, but the thing is though is I enjoy console gaming though, especially when it comes to like FPS games like Call of Duty. I really enjoy being on the console, playing controller, but there's so many cheaters I feel like that just run PC and they got mouse and keyboard, so even if they're not cheating, there's like a skill gap right there because, you know, it doesn't matter what you say, controller players and mouse and keyboard will always be like 2 separate things, and like the skill gap required to do both is like completely different. Something that I have to bring up right here, because honestly, I'm a zombies player, so like for this to happen to me like really upset me. I was playing the new map right here, Citadel de Moors, or what, however you say the map, okay, it's a weird name. I was playing this map recently, and I was really having a good time on it, but the problem was though is I was using the other PS5 that I have that's connected via Wi-Fi. The PS5 Pro is connected, you know, via Ethernet cable, so it's got a direct connection, but the other PS5, which is a PS5 Slim that I got, it's just upstairs and it's connected via Wi-Fi. I tried to play, you know, a match of zombies, and I was playing solo. I was really just trying to get a feel for this map, you know. Also, like, unlock another camo for my knife, because I'm very close to having all the camos unlocked for my knife right now. You know, I was just really grinding and stuff like that, but then I noticed that I was just, you know, simply in a PlayStation party with my cousin. He was playing multiplayer, I believe. I was playing zombies. And the thing was that we were talking, and just out of nowhere, I started rubber banding across the map. Like, and when I say rubber banding, I mean like straight up 2012 Black Ops 2, like connection interrupted type rubber banding, and it was really bad. I couldn't even play zombies, and the bad thing was, it was a solo. So honestly, this is another reason that the online only requirement is like honestly bullcrap, and it honestly is hurting the game more than it's helping the game. Like this, you know, always being connected to Treyarch servers. You know, the thing that really sucks about that is that Treyarch servers themselves are really bad. Like they really suck. At this point, fans are taking things into their own hands when it comes to skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty, since like they pretty much like ignore all of our warnings that we will start taking things into our own hands if they don't change the skill-based matchmaking and start doing something. So right here in Reddit, they actually have a big post right here that has over 1.4 thousand upvotes at the time of this video right here. And it says right here on Reddit, if EOMM decided it's your turn to suffer, just leave every single lobby until you find that one. Don't play Activision sweaty games, just quit. And this received over, like I said, 1.4 thousand, probably 2,000 upvotes by the time I post this video. And if you don't know, you know, skill-based matchmaking is SBMM, and EOMM is actually called Engagement Optimized Matchmaking. And honestly, all that you need to know about that is that it's honestly just as bad as SBMM, if not worse, at like putting you into like the worst match that it possibly can. And I don't know, they try to call it skill-based matchmaking, but I'm telling you right now that it always feels like very weird because you get into a game with sweats, and obviously their skill level is, I wouldn't say more than yours, but they're obviously sweating. And you think that the game would like separate you from players like that? I don't know. This game sucks, honestly, for skill-based matchmaking, and it has for the past like 8 years now, sadly. And Activision kind of like addressed all this online too by releasing this picture graph right here. I'll actually put it up on the screen right here. I just think it's really hilarious, honestly, that at the very top of the graph is apparently the thing they prioritize like the most, and it's connection. And I swear to God, they definitely do not prioritize the connection in this game like they say they do. If that's the #1 priority when it comes, even over the thing that you can see right here, time to match, skill, performance, and then platform, like, they put connection and time to get in the match before all that, and I'm telling you that both of those things suck. Like, I think that, like, sometimes I'll be waiting in a lobby for a long time, and connection, dude, we don't need to even talk about connection in this game right now with the packet loss, like, lagging on solo zombies right now, like, we don't need to talk about that. That is just so bad right now. I just think that it's funny that they like put this whole like model up right here. And like, look how many things that you have to go through like just to get into a lobby now. Like, look how much algorithm that goes into this now. Like, honestly, like I said, back in the older days when things were more simple in Call of Duty, the lobbies were more fun, the games were more fun, and that obviously translates because you can look up sales numbers of those old games and compare them to a lot of newer games that's been like released by Call of Duty. It's not a lie, and I'm not being mean to the franchise by saying that. We definitely have been in a better spot in the COD franchise before all these filters and all this, like, you know, skill-based matchmaking stuff was added into the game. And I will say this, recently Activision has like pretty much come out and made a statement that they do recognize that a lot of players, if not the majority of players, are upset with skill-based matchmaking and don't support it. Now, I'm sure that Call of Duty at a corporate level is just playing this off, but deep down, they know that I'd say like 80-90% of the whole Call of Duty fan base does not like skill-based matchmaking. The only 10 to 15% that do like it and not mind it is the top, you know, 10 to 15% that's not educated whenever it comes to video games. And what I mean by that is like, you know, younger children that play this game, even though they shouldn't really. But, you know, anyone like that, or even someone that's older that doesn't understand what skill-based matchmaking is, or for these newer COD players that, like, this is their first Call of Duty, they've not been around since, like, you know, I think I started playing back in 2007 on Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, so I've been around for quite a long time. But these newer COD players, they don't know what to expect, so they go into this game expecting that, you know, skill-based matchmaking, this is how the game's supposed to be. And honestly, it's not supposed to be like that. Back in the old days, it was way more fun on the older Call of Duties when you never knew what you would get in the lobby. You might get your, you know, cheeks clapped, or you might, like, clap cheeks. It just depends. And, like, honestly, it sucks. This whole Call of Duty era sucks these days. Now, Zombies is doing pretty good right now, I will say that. There's a lot of things I want to talk about Zombies, but that'll be for a different video, obviously. But at least Zombies is kind of holding this game strong right now, because multiplayer is in a very bad position right now. And just to talk about how Black Ops 6 has actually been bleeding players right now, and like, I'm not saying that the game is unpopular, I'm not saying the game is a bad game, it's not, because, you know, you guys have seen my videos in the past about Modern Warfare 3, you know, the most underrated Call of Duty, lowest rated Call of Duty too, on every platform, every review website ever. I hated that game. I didn't buy that game. I bought this game. I've been playing it pretty thoroughly. I think I have over 70 hours in this game right now. Majority of it's in Zombies because, again, I can't stand multiplayer. Since day one, I thought multiplayer was honestly pretty garbage on this game. Some of the maps are garbage, like that coal mining map. There's just so many things that's bad about multiplayer in this game, in my opinion. But they have been bleeding players right now because in November right here, just a month prior, well, pretty much. It is January 1st now. Happy New Year's, by the way. A month prior, they had 314,000 players in early November, right? And now, they only have 92,000 players. And this is on Steam, by the way. This is on PC. They only have 92,000 players right now. Now, on the double XP weekend that we just had recently, that did jump back up on December 24th to 118,000 players. But that's still, like, a very low number in comparison to the 314,000 in early November that they had. And that was active players, like... So, and you know, it makes me sad because I do want to see this game succeed. I want to see this game have more players on it, but honestly, if they don't you know, fix the cheater problem and fix the skill-based matchmaking in this game, I don't think a lot of people's going to be coming back to this game. I mean, the zombies, is, like I said, is the lifeline of this game right now. If this game launched without zombies, or it was like an Infinity Ward game, people would have already quit this game right now due to the multiplayer and stuff. They would not still be playing this game right now. And I guess the campaign's really good too, one of the better ones that we've had in a long time. So, but I'm not saying that people are going out like, oh god, I gotta play the Black Ops 6 campaign. I don't think that the campaign was like that for a lot of people. I think people was more excited for the multiplayer and the Black Ops 6 zombies to kind of get back to the roots in zombies. But yeah, multiplayer's in a really, really bad spot right now. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments and everything. Happy New Year's. This is the first video of 2025, the year of our game, Black Ops 2. We're going to have a great and successful year this year, so go ahead and stick along for the ride, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. I appreciate you guys. I love all you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.